David Chytraeus de Ratione Discendi, Episode 23. In Episode 22, we read the entirety of this paragraph, and then we translated and analyzed down through adipescendam. We will quickly review and summarize the initial portion, and then we will proceed to analyze the remainder. So a quick summary. Therefore, in the first place, in every aspect of one's studies, and in every reading that is undertaken of any author whatsoever, let the zealous students consider what sort of usefulness and value, fructum, thereupon they can obtain, consequit possent, either, well, for acquiring, adipescendam, the understanding, that is, the knowledge of events and their wisdom. And now the second part, well, ad dunamin. So we have possent as the main verb of this entire portion that begins with quam, and possent is third plural, present, subjunctive, and active, and it patterns with this deponent infinitive consequi, which is third conjugation. The first principal part is consequor, like so. Let the zealous, studiosi, let the zealous or the devoted consider quam utilitatem et fructum they can obtain for one of two things, well ad sunasin adipiscendam, well ad dunamin comparandam. So there is a great deal of parallelism, balance, and symmetry. We have well, ad, and then sunasin, with some modification before we get to adipiscendam, like so, which is a gerundive. And then in the second member, we have well ad dunamin, with its modifier, a few modifiers, down to the gerundive comparandam. And adipiscendam and comparandam, they are synonyms. They have a very similar meaning. So either for acquiring or for getting comparandam, or I should say ad comparandam, for acquiring the ability, dunamin, the interpretive ability. You'll have to look back at 22 to get the spelling of these without this early modern font, which may be hard to read, but it's dunamin hermeneutikein. Then, as up here we had hoc est rerum, now we have hoc est facultatem, that is a Latin gloss to give the meaning of dunamin. So whereas sunasin is cognitionem et sapientiam, dunamin is facultatem. That is the ability of speaking and writing properly, recte. So here we have two gerunds, dicendi and scribendi. These are both neuter, singular, and genitive, and these are gerunds, whereas, as I've said before, adipiscendam and comparandam are gerundives. If we want to represent this parallelism schematically, it might give us a clearer sense of what's going on. We have well, which is one, ad, which is two, and then sunasin, the noun object of ad, modified by adipiscendam, which we can describe as four. We have well, which is one, ad, which is two, dunamin, which is the noun object of the preposition ad, and we will label that three, then all the way down to comparandam, which we will label four. Now we could go on to label other things. We have hoc est, we can say A and B. We have again hoc est, A and B. We have cognitionem, we can label C. And facultatem, we could also label C. And immediately it becomes clear that within the parallelism there is some variety. For example, dunamin is represented by one Latin noun, facultatem. Sunasin is represented by two Latin nouns, cognitionem and sapientiam. Another clear difference is that we have recte, an adverb here, in this portion of the well ad. In the first one, which we will label 1 and 2, there is no adverb. A third difference is here we have rerum, a genitive coming before the noun equivalents of the Greek word, and in this instance we have no genitive after hoc est, which is going with facultatem, the noun equivalent. Finally, there is this major distinction, dicendi et scribendi, these two gerunds, which are not present at all in the first part of the comparison. And of course, consequi possent, the verbal portion that goes all the way back to quam. So we have quam possent, And this is an indirect question. Quam passant only goes at the end of the second portion of the parallel, not with the first. Gratias vobis agimus. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed that lesson and that you learned something. To continue the free learning, check out the more than 2,400 lessons here on the channel. If you want to master the language, though, I suggest you join me as a channel member or on Patreon. You will get interactive quizzes, direct coaching, and personalized feedback so that you can really master the language, gain confidence, and have more fun with the things that we're doing. The lowest tier of membership starts at just $1.99. So I have to say, nolite amordrardri. What are you waiting for? Thanks again so much for watching, and vale tote omnes.